All right, all right, all right. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do this. We're gonna do this reaction live. Mainly because of the simple fact that Caleb was up, Terrence was up. I didn't have enough time to actually sit down and go through and do a edited style of video. So I wanted to go ahead and, like I said, do a live stream, live reaction to the death battle fight. Yeah, I've seen. They're pretty much they're shaping this out to be exactly like what they wanted it to play out, with eventually Roman Reigns getting the title. So honestly, I don't care. I really don't care. I just want them to get this shit done and over with, so that way they can go ahead and just give them the title and just go ahead and moved on. So it is what it is, though. What did you do yesterday, Terrence? Which one did you do yesterday? Oh, in regards to the live stream today, I was going to do Dying Light. What's up, Kuma? How you doing, man? I was going to do the Dying Light tonight, but after the day that I had yesterday playing H1, I need to redeem myself, so I will be playing that around, what time is it now? 6:32, about 8 o'clock. Yeah, about 8 o'clock my time, I'll be streaming H1Z1, and I'll be playing for a good 3 hours, at least 3 hours a night. So if you want to come past and kind of join and be a part of the stream, to go ahead and do so. But so you did Injustice last night, I guess. MK, I guess MK. I'm not 1,000% sure. So with that being said, I wanted to do this reaction, like I said, live, because I didn't have time to do an edited style of video by the time I got home today. Jasmine, how you doing? How you doing? So let's go ahead and get this started, man, because I'm actually pulling for Afro Samurai in this. And I used to watch Samurai Jack. What's up, Donovan? I used to watch Samurai Jack when I had first started getting into like cartoons, but the way that the art style of Afro Samurai and the grittiness of Afro Samurai kind of stuck out to me a little bit more than the did I ask you yesterday to react to Rice Gum's response to Fuzi? No, I didn't know anything about that, to be quite honest. I had no idea about that. So that's the reason why I'm kind of leaning more for myself towards Afro Samurai. But as usual, I'll you know, give you my thoughts, and if there's anything that kind of sticks out to me over the course of watching this, as they're going through all the attributes and stuff like that, then you know, it's going to be some pausing kind of between the two. Just stop by to say hi. Sorry for missing the streams. I've been super busy. It's okay, man. It's all good, brother. You asked that many people, Jasmine? Damn, that's crazy. But I personally feel as though Afro Samurai might win this, but that's just my thing. All right, so let's go ahead and get this started, man. Let's check this out, and hopefully the art style of this is going to be good. I don't know what the animation is going to be like, but let's go ahead and check it out, man. Let's get this started.
This episode is brought to you by Honey, the free shopping tool that automatically finds the best promo codes on the web so you get the best prices for everything you buy online.
We use it all the time.
I'm using it right now. Look, I just saved $5 on pizza.
There's no reason not to add Honey to your browser today. It's free, just takes 2 clicks to install, and will save you money.
Click the link below to add Honey to your browser for free.
Or go to joinhoney.com/battle. That's joinhoney.com/battle.
I will have a vlog coming out later on tonight.
Among the soldiers of history,
look out for
the
that too.
samurai is one of the most prestigious and dangerous.
So let's pit two of the best of them in a fight to the death.
Samurai Jack, the warrior prince lost in time.
And Afro Samurai, who's one cold-blooded mother effer. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
This hopefully should be good, man. I hope this
Long
is gonna be
ago, in a distant land, Aku, the shape-shifting master of darkness, unleashed an unspeakable evil.
But a foolish samurai warrior wielding a magic sword stepped forth to oppose me. I mean him.
And that nameless samurai became known as... Jack.
Jack was out.
Jack.
Yo, Jack was
Jack.
Doesn't really strike fear into your enemies.
Young
not at
Jack
all.
was the son of a Japanese emperor who had imprisoned Aku years
tell how
before.
white you call
However, upon Aku's return, the emperor and his army were quickly defeated. The last of all hope remained in the hands of his son.
Oh, look how small he is.
I'll add it to
Well,
to this
to prep for
request.
beating the snot out of Aku, little Jack traveled the world, training with the best of the best.
Most notably, he learned horseback riding from a sheikh, staff fighting in Africa, wrestling from gladiators, axe throwing from a Russian boyar,
Alright, so let's
mounted
pause
combat
real
from the
quick.
Mongols,
Alright, extensive training, sea navigation, pole art combat, horseback riding, wrestling, kung fu, archery, hieroglyphics, axe throwing, mounted combat, sailing, ninjutsu, astral meditation, jumping good. A little too loud. Alright, we'll turn it down. We'll turn it down some. Alright, let me know if that's good when we get this playing. So I mean, I can understand how jumping good is like an extensive training thing. So I guess I can understand that.
martial arts from Shaolin monks, and
And archery from freaking Robin Hood. You know, everyone's favorite talking fox. Ooh, da
A
lolly.
little bit more.
wrong Robin Hood.
That's your opinion.
Jack's progress was exceptional. At just 8 years old, he defended a whole village from a band of marauders.
All before he could even legally drink the good stuff. 17 years later, he was ready for the final boss.
Very impressive.
He just needed one more thing. His pajamas.
No, his katana.
Katana, pajama, tomato, Alfredo. It's all the same. But before Jack could put his training to good use, Aku pulled a bitch move and zapped him hundreds of years into the future.
What a waste. Just like when you spend 4 sleepless years struggling through college, and then find out too late that nobody cares about your English major.
I thought you graduated from
Yeah.
the School of
Yeah.
Evil Science or something.
Well, you still have to pick a
I
major.
remember when
Could have
we
chose a
get
more practical
bachelor's
one, Wiz,
was,
like
was a big
mine.
deal.
Anyway, even though he was trapped in the future, Jack stuck to his mission
Yeah.
to get
The
back
death
to the
battles,
past and take down
pause this real
Aku.
quick.
And he had
So
the right
Donovan,
weapon.
the death battles actually come out every month, and it always falls on a Wednesday. So like when you actually take a look at Screw Attack, or if you're subscribed to them, the way they do it is once they actually reveal, or once they go through the little teaser of, you know, one character, then the next week it'll be the following character, and then after that, that following week after that second character is revealed, or, you know, after they go through that little thing, that following week it comes out, and it's always on Wednesday, normally around 1 o'clock-ish, majority of the time. And at that time, I'm always at work, so it's hard for me to get to it when it actually comes out. So that's why I try to do it whenever I get an opportunity to do so. But it's always on Wednesdays, always on Wednesdays.
For the job.
See, Aku cannot be harmed by conventional means. Thus, a special blade was forged by gods from Norse, Egyptian, and Hindu pantheons. This mystic sword is nearly unbreakable and absolutely incorruptible.
And boy, is Jack's katana an extremely effective weapon.
It can absorb and redirect energy, including fire,
pay attention to the
vaporize
bottom
beings
one.
of
It
evil,
breaks
and slice through
most
nearly any
blades.
substance, even adamantium.
The Wolverine super metal? Why is that there?
Trey, what's up, brother?
Probably just coincidental naming, but it is shown to be stronger than steel.
Of course it is. So the sword's pretty awesome, but so is Jack. He's strong enough to push over this giant pillar, tough enough to survive a fall from orbit, and fast enough to defeat 6 bounty hunters in the time it took for 1 drop of water to hit the ground. By timing the drop, all this had to have taken place in about 1/3 of a second. He's like a ninja samurai. Ninja Mirai.
Actually, he is trained in ninjutsu, which probably helped when he was forced to dodge beams of sunlight. For this one in particular, it's clear Jack began dodging after the beam was fired. By examining both Jack and the beam's movement frame by frame, we've concluded his highest reaction speeds must be nearly 70% the speed of light.
Damn, that's fast. What can he do? Next thing you'll tell me he has the power to fly or something.
Well, Jack can't fly, but he did learn how to
Jump good.
Jump good. But like I said, I figured that jumping...
By strapping a giant boulder on his back, which
compared to his height was
determined to weigh 39 tons, Jack learned how to leap high enough to clear these trees.
Crouching tiger, hidden samurai! These trees are pretty big, and this jungle has a bunch of these ugly baboons running around. And if I were a betting man, which I am, I'd say that this is the African rainforest, where the average tree is about 130 feet tall. Tips on Jack from my basketball team. Guy's got hops.
We haven't even mentioned the time he survived several exploding missiles with his friend, the Scotsman.
Well, I mean, it's even though
he looks so familiar. Well, I like him.
With so much talent,
I think
it was only a
somehow
matter of time until Jack found his way home and defeated Afro.
He once won a gladiatorial tournament while
But it took a lot longer than it probably should have. 50 years.
Impressive.
Yeah, good thing time travel makes you stop aging for some reason. But Jack's a good-hearted soul, like a Boy Scout who hasn't discovered Twitter yet.
He can be pretty gullible when it comes to more devious opponents. Also, he continues to prolong his lonely journey over and over, just because he frequently puts the needs of others before his own. Still, the forces of evil should watch out for Samurai Jack.
Like I said, Samurai Jack was a good cartoon, man. I liked it for
The
what it was
stories
worth.
that surround the
Afro
two
Samurai,
sacred
man,
headbands are as many as the men who died in their pursuit.
What's so special about some strips of head cloth?
Legend says they were created by the gods, or they can grant the wearer supernatural powers. But in truth, the headbands only bring pain and loss.
At best, the #1 headband may grant agelessness, but this is debatable. The myth of his powers and rules are the myth of his powers and rules of obtaining it are often disproven and broken. It is likely nothing more than an overhyped strip of cloth. More than likely, that's what I'm thinking. Like that's the case as well too. Jose was actually in here earlier, so he just stopped by to say what's up. So I honestly feel like that's the case with this too when it comes to the headband. It's like one of those things of where look at it as like Highlander in a sense. And for the individuals that didn't, as far as in that realm, not saying that in real, in real life, when it comes to the individuals that didn't know anything about the immortals and the fight that they have amongst one another, when it was actually brought upon as far as like when it was actually brought upon, to someone's, I guess, to their attention. And when you hear something like that, you don't believe it until you actually see some shit like that happening, of where you get the guy that gets his head cut off, and then the other individual gets the quickening, or the powers of that other person. So I think this may be the case though when it comes to this being like an overhyped strip of cloth, but it's still one of those things that of where even though it's an overhyped strip of cloth, or it may be something like that, it's something that the samurais that possesses those headbands believe that it does grant something like that. So it's totally understandable why they will be willing to go to the lengths to get that #1 headband. But that's just my thoughts when it comes to something like that.
Such was the case with Afro Samurai.
Wait, did his parents really call him Afro? Talk about setting big expectations.
Well, no, it's a nickname, but even if they did, have you seen his dad? I think they knew what to expect.
Damn, just look at him. And hey look, he's got the #1 headband.
Here's how this works. The person who wears the #1 headband is said to rule the world, and the only person who can challenge the #1 is whoever possesses the #2. In contrast, anybody can challenge the owner of the #2 for the right to wear that headband, and thus gain the right to challenge the #1.
So, like, you just work your way up so that only one guy in the world can challenge you? So where do I get one of these headbands? Then no one will mess with me.
Actually, the opposite would probably happen, which young Afro witnessed firsthand when some freak named Justice showed up with the #2 and killed his father right in front of him.
Why does this always happen? You know, I always thought parenting was the hardest thing about being a dad, but at this point, I think it's just actually staying alive if your kid's ever going to do anything great. Or just sticking around for them.
Despite knowing that he was effectively creating a future challenger, Justice left Afro alone to mourn his loss.
So, of course, Afro swore revenge and started learning swordsmanship under a swordmaster named...
Oh, man, that'll traumatize a kid, man.
Who the hell is naming these people?
Through Swordmaster's training of sword mastery, Afro learned the traditional samurai fighting styles of Kenjutsu and Kendo.
Kenjutsu is all about how to kill an opponent as fast as possible, while Kendo is more about discipline and being zen and stuff.
I bet you different, Trey. Let me pause this for a second. So, for me, Trey, I can understand what you're saying, but then you do have individuals that would want to possess that and just are so hungry on the fact of being so-called ruler of the world, of where they'll be willing to go to any lengths to get to that level. And if that means doing some really demonstrous, fucked up stuff, that's what they would do. So I don't know. I think when it comes to Afro, I can understand why he is going about this the way he's going about it, because he's trying to get to the guy that killed his father. And in order to get to the guy that killed his father, he had to go through multiple people and fighting multiple people in order to get to that person. So his is a straight revenge thing. It's not even a fact of being the best in the world. It's just the fact of him killing the guy that killed his father right in front of him and threw the fucking head at his feet like it was nothing. So I can understand that part. Terrence, I'm actually going with Afro Samurai in this. I'm honestly going with Afro Samurai in this. But we'll continue this and see what else they're saying.
The more kick-ass one.
Right. Swordmaster's goal was to refine Afro's body and mind, instilling upon him a sense of honor, or Bushido. But that didn't quite mesh with Afro.
Trey. You said, wait, hold up. How you think the dad got #1 and he killed the previous #1, who was someone's son? And maybe someone's father. Yeah, that's absolutely true. That's absolutely true. But we don't know the reason of him actually trying to go after that #1 headband. That's the thing that we don't know. The only thing that we know is it's based off of the reason why Afro Samurai exists and why he's doing what he's doing is because of the simple fact of what happened to his father, and for that happening in front of him. And this is like a straight revenge. This is like some Kill Bill type stuff, except for you know, he's not a bride or anything like that, or you know, he's not going to be married. But as far as the plot of this being a revenge thing, this is the exact reason why this show had even existed and went on for as long as it did.
Thirst for vengeance.
So when he found out that Swordmaster had the #2 headband all along, he knew what he had to do. And now he could take down the guy who killed his dad.
Alongside his new friend / burden, Ninja.
Oh, come the f*** on! Where'd this guy come from?
Now don't we look like shit? How you been, man?
Well, it's not entirely clear. He's there, but at the same time, not there. Ninja is believed to be the guardian of the #2 headband, but all he ever really does is talk, and talk some more.
He got arrows and grenades and shit! You ain't got no chance, dude!
Though it's also possible Ninja is simply a figment of Afro's mind, brought about by psychological stress.
You know, I have an imaginary friend.
Aren't you a little old for that?
Not for Al Gundy. He's a gun who also talks to me. He tells me to do stuff.
Okay. Anyway, to be honest, calling Afro a samurai is a bit misleading. He's actually more akin to a ronin, a samurai with no master. And so, with his swordsmanship perfected, Afro wandered the world searching for justice, carrying an arsenal fit for revenge.
Including his father's sword. This super long blade has lasted through decades of battle without much issue. Perfect for kicking some...
Katana inherited from his father, of course, extremely resilient. Kobo Ichi technique, aka the perfect parry, #1 headband. So like I said, when it comes to Afro Samurai and Samurai Jack sword has the ability to cut through metal, but it's not through everything. And like I said, if you go back and look at the beginning part of it, it's a very small print. It's not very small print, but it's at the bottom, and it's a small print when it said cuts through most something. And so I think that one thing along with Afro Samurai's ability to actually parry a lot of his techniques is going to be a factor in this. It's going to be a big factor in this.
He also has a steel comb, which can be a surprisingly effective offensive and defensive tool.
And since he doesn't care about that honor BS, he's not afraid to play dirty by attacking with his sandals.
But while on the road to justice, Afro's #2 headband attracted all manner of dangerous enemies. Luckily, he's more than capable of dealing with each and every one of them.
He's strong enough to cut other swords in half, throw his sheath through another guy's throat, and even tear off metal arms.
Pretty impressive, as many modern metals have tensile strength as high as 80,000 pounds per square inch.
Afro is fast enough to cut bullets out of thin air, and even a laser beam.
I should note that it's not a plasma-based beam. It bounces off reflective surfaces, doesn't explode upon contact, and it's literally labeled a laser. This means Afro blocked a beam that moved as fast as light, more than 670 million miles per hour.
Get this, that laser beam came from a robot version of Afro. Talk about metal. This Afro droid could easily smash up a car, and our boy Afro just tore it apart. He's survived getting hit by rockets, including this RPG that fragmented a giant cliff face.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I think I smell meth coming.
That's crazy.
This tree nearby is most likely a Japanese mountain ash, which can sometimes grow as high as 30 feet. With that in mind, we compared its height to the fragmentation created by the explosion, and compared the resulting surface area to the shear force for granite. With this, we deduced the RPG's highest possible explosive yield must be around 72 tons of TNT.
Damn, what kind of mega rocket launcher are these guys packing? And where do I get it?
And he stood in his way, and Afro didn't get through them all unscathed.
But by the end, he cut down justice, took his revenge in hand, and proved to the world that Afro Samurai is #1.
Why you gotta kill all my men? Why you gotta kill me?
Nothing personal. It's just revenge.
I told you.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
But first, looking at these swords makes me want to sharpen my knives for my Blue Apron meal tonight.
By now, you've probably heard of Blue Apron, the leading meal kit delivery service in the U.S.
Did you know about all the different kinds of delicious foods you can make? Like the honey chipotle glazed chicken with poblano and lime rice.
There's plenty to choose from, since they offer 12 new recipes each week. All you have to do is choose the 2, 3, or 4 that sound best to you, and they deliver it right to your door.
Plus, it's super simple to cook. It's got easy-to-follow instructions and perfectly proportioned ingredients. They're non-GMO, and the meat has no added hormones. My favorite part is feeling like a master chef, making creative and delicious meals with my own hands. You guys really need to try it out.
It's pretty nice coming home knowing I'll have a delicious meal I can whip up with ease.
So check out this week's menu and get your first 3 meals free at blueapron.com/battle. That's blueapron.com/battle to get your first 3 meals free. But right now, it's time for
here we go, man.
battle.
Here we go. Are they really going to do this in anime style of Samurai Jack? mixed the two. Okay, now it's all in the style
Your
of Samurai
sword
Jack.
smells of blood. So does yours.
Very good swordsmanship, man. He threw the fucking butt at that dude. Nice. He doesn't necessarily need to see the dodge the attacks. Remember, he can jump real good.
Huh. You jump good. Oh, thank you.
Damn. Okay, that's the, God damn. This is the Samurai Jack versus Afro Samurai Death Battle. Somebody got hit. But he got stabbed. Damn me, damn! Well, that's a wrap on him. Okay. Didn't expect that.
KO!
So, like, is he gonna get his arm back, or...?
Afro was an exceptional warrior, and his skills would absolutely dominate
I wasn't
most sword
expecting
fights.
that.
However, Jack has had a lot of experience with opponents who fight dirty, and Afro could not stand up to his physical superiority.
Yeah, Afro never showed strength like how Jack lifted that 39-ton boulder.
Jack could react as fast as 70% the speed of light.
without
Afro
insight
did
before
block
it
that
goes
light
on.
speed laser
Yeah,
beam,
like I said, I
but
figured
based
that
on the distance
him
between
not
him and
being
the
able
Afro
to
droid,
use,
he only needed to react
use his
around
eyes.
21% the speed of light to do this, still putting him at impressive relativistic speeds, but not even half as quick as Jack.
Also, while Afro survived that mega-sized RPG explosion, don't forget how Jack survived a fall
Gotta give
from
me a second
orbit.
to L.
While it does seem the spacesuit was responsible for Jack's surviving re-entry, it certainly can't be held solely accountable for the final impact.
Right.
Starting his descent from the Kármán line, or the boundary between Earth's atmosphere and space, Jack covered a distance of 62 miles in just under 7 seconds, moving well over terminal velocity.
Thanks to being propelled by exploding space speed.
Which means his top velocity was approximately 37,000 miles per hour. Adding the spacesuit's weight to his own, this means his impact force must have equaled about 19 megatons of force.
I mean, I can
way
understand
more than
why he
anything
would-
Afro
why he would pull
survived.
that out.
And then he just got up and walked away.
Yeah.
Badass. In the end, Jack was just too fast, too strong, too tough, and too well trained for Afro to handle.
The winner is
man,
Samurai
Cut
Jack.
that man smooth up, dude.
Thanks for watching. If you guys want exclusive commentary on the episode, just click that little box right over there.
And if you want the battle music from this episode, you can get it by clicking the link in the description.
All right, let's see who we got next. Venom and Carnage. It's got to be Venom versus Carnage. Oh no, I don't know who that is. Lucy. Oh, okay. I know who Lucy is now. Okay. All right. I mean, that's interesting. That's interesting. All right. Overall, I think the fight was okay. It was pretty good. And you know, I like I said, I expected Afro Samurai to put it out. But you know, in the end, it is what it is. It's cool. The animation on the actual episode was pretty good itself as well too. And I like the way that they kind of did it. And you know, it kind of sucks, especially with me wanting Samurai Jack not to win that. But you know, in the end, it's no big deal. It's cool. All right, so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to take a hour break. I'm going to come back at 8 o'clock, and I am going to be playing H1Z1. Like I said, after the game that we had yesterday, I need to redeem myself, man. I gotta redeem myself. I can't be having that type of playthrough and not get a win. Like it's no way possible that I can let that slide. So I'll be playing that tonight. I'm going to leave the Dying Light stream for tomorrow. I get off work at about 11:30 tomorrow. So even though it's going to be a late stream, I still will be streaming tomorrow when I get home. But like I said, I'm going to take a break, come back in an hour, play some H1Z1, and hopefully we can pick up a couple other wins in solos. But thank y'all for joining me for this live reaction to the Samurai Jack and Afro Samurai Death Battle episode. And we'll see how it all goes. Like I said, later on tonight, you'll get a vlog from me. I just have to piece everything all together and actually get the episode, or you know, get the vlog up for y'all. But be on the lookout for that. That will come out after the stream for tonight as well too. So see you guys in about an hour, and we'll pick up a win. We'll definitely pick up a win. So until then, man, I'll catch y'all later, and see y'all guys soon.